For the fourth time this season, we go racing in the NSDCA Dr. Pepper Dash Series here at South Boston Speedway in South Boston, Massachusetts for the running of the Dent Wizard 125. 30 laps running this incredibly tough, tricky and narrow short track should provide us with some brilliant action out on the racetrack today, and we're all looking forward to seeing who comes out on top. On pole for today's race, we have Gunnar Matheson in the 1, Twisted T Dodge for Reed Racing. They earned their first pole of the season. 2 is outside the 17 of Mason Ramsey, who's already picked up a victory so far in this opening 3 races. He looks to add to that tally today. Row 2 consists of the Molson Modifieds champion Brett Sirra, and joining him on his outside is Danny Lloyd, who's made a very impressive start to his NSDCA career. Row 3, Tristan Wilhoit alongside Ricky Freeman Jr. Then we have Cody Goforth on row 4 for Silver Wolves Racing, and Ryan Reed in the 6. Row 5, we have Hagen Enterprises Alex Parker, who currently sits second in the point standings. He'll be certainly eager to close that gap to current points leader Joe Rutkowski. Next to him is Aidan Beck, who had a great run for Fans of America Racing. Row 6 consists of Anthony Lehman in the 07 and Daniel Elliott piloting the 72 Everton Racing machine. Row 7, we do have points leader Joe Rutkowski, who's been extremely consistent in that Pontiac Power Sports Tide ride this season. Noah Kim lines up on his outside. Row 8, an impressive performance from DJ Reed and Columbus Autosport. To his outside is Dylan Young. On row 9, we have Brandon Beal and Ashton LaJoy. Row 10, Kyle Basaglia and Francois Chastain. Then we have Aidan Shepherd and KT Larson. And rounding out the field, Adam Mitchell and Charles Sanfer. And Mac Johnson brings up the rear of the grid in P25. Well then, here we go. 30 laps. Can't wait for this one. South Boston should provide us with some very much needed entertainment here. The Dr. Pepper Dash Series has been incredible for the first 3 races so far. Are we going to see a new winner today? Or are the likes of Mason Ramsey, Alex Parker going to add to their tallies and get the second win in 4 races? Currently in the point standings, Joe Rutkowski has garnered 108 points from the opening 3 races with 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. His average finishing position of 3.33 is quite an incredible stat. Joe has been absolutely fantastic, but Alex Parker is only 8 points behind him, so Parker can definitely overturn that deficit today if he has a good race. Rutkowski is starting quite deep in the field in that P13 spot for Pontiac Power Sport, so he has a job to do today. It'll be interesting to see Rutkowski make his way through the midfield and to the front for sure. Gunnar Matheson's in a pretty good position on pole position, it has to be said. The inside line, definitely the place you want to be at these type of short tracks as well. So if you're starting on the inside, you've probably got a little bit more of an advantage to those starting on the outside for the start of this one. So, you know, if you're on the inside, look out for yourself to make some good progress early on. The guys on the outside will definitely be looking to kind of get to that inside lane as quickly as possible. And as we come up here, we're going to get these engines fired and we're going to get them rolling. It'll be a short, kind of half a pace lap to the green, and then we'll be underway. Engines are fired up here then at South Boston as the command is given. 25 drivers are going to roll off the grid here. Gunnar Matheson in the 1 for Reed Racing and Mason Ramsey are going to lead the field to the green. The Dent Wizard 125 is about to get underway. Pace cars down pit lane. Green flag is going to fly at South Boston. We are racing in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. Pretty decent start there from the 1 car of Gunnar Matheson, but look at Brett Sirra right on his back bumper. Matheson will lead lap number 1, but Sirra applying a good early pressure. Remember, he was the Molson Modifieds champion last season for kicking asphalt racing. Sirra has had a pretty average start to the year, finds himself P8 in points right now. We'll look to try and get a good run today though, but forced up to the high side by Cody Goforth, making a nice early move for Silver Wolf Racing. Matheson's led the first couple laps with the 18 trying to apply pressure. Now moves the Dodge up the racetrack. Goforth jumps low. Can he get to the front? Side-by-side action into turns 1 and 2. Sierra has got clear for third as the one car way up the racetrack, and then the wall goes Matheson. Gunnar Matheson got the turn horribly wrong there. Went sliding up the racetrack, hit the turn 2 wall, and has killed the right side on that car, and he is dropping down the order like a rock. And that Reed Racing machine has been killed entirely, and he's right down to the back of the grid. He's going to probably pull it down pit lane in a minute. And for your pole sitter, an absolutely horrible start, because within the first 5 laps, his race and his shot at the victory looks to be done. Goforth remains out front though. Good run from Tristan Wilhoit into second. Sierra third. Rutkowski up to fourth already. What a run from him. How about Brandon Beal? Started well down the order in P17. He's up inside the top 5 early on here. Great performance as we see the one car down pit lane going to fix that issue. But Beal inside the top 5. Nice job from him. Has made all 3 starts, but really has failed to make an impact in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series so far. It's been a poor start from his standards for this season. He would like to improve, and he might have a career day here at South Boston to break himself onto the NSDCA scene. Beal making a nice early progress. He now gets the 29er Tristan Wilhoit as well, as Rutkowski currently into third. Aidan Beck going really well on that 76 for Fans of America Racing. Nice job from him. The 00 of Kyle Bassaglia has worked his way up nicely as well. The 62 is, of course, Alex Parker, second in points, but he's not going to like what he's seeing right now, because the 10 of Jurakowski continues this solid kind of vein of form that Pontiac Powersports finds himself in at the moment. And this could be a problem. The one car of Matheson's back on the racetrack, and now Goforth's going to have to negotiate some lap traffic. I bet Cody Goforth, when he woke up today to go to the racetrack, he did not expect this to be happening. Inside the first 11 laps here, he's now got to try and get past the 1 of Gunnar Matheson, and that could bring the 2 of Brett Sierra and the 7 of Brandon Beal into the picture here. Oh, 76 car in the wall. Second time today we've seen one of these cars pancake the outside wall. This time it is Aidan Beck in the 76, another guy that's having a really solid day and a really solid run. Car just got tight coming off of turn number 2. He hit that wall, and not as big damage as the 1 of Matheson, but enough to slow him down and slow his momentum down for a while. That allows the 62 to make some good progress there. Alex Parker. Matheson's doing a nice job of a lap car, getting out of the way, remaining on that high side. But Goforth has dominated the early stages. Sierra and Beal trying to hunt him down. Wilhoit currently in 4th. Good battle for the top 5th. Alex Parker's going to get past the 10 of Joe Rutkowski here. Could be quite interesting and key for the points lead and the point standings here. Rutkowski at the racetrack loses out to Ricky Freeman Jr. and potentially some others as well. Aidan Beck coming towards the front here. Here's Mason Ramsey, the outside pole sitter. Currently inside the top 10. Danny Lloyd running well. And oh, car down pit lane. That's Ryan Reed in the 6 car with a lot of smoke coming out of the Harman Benning Peterson machine. Oh man, and that kind of back end is absolutely killed. What happened to the 6 of Ryan Reed? Disappointing for them. They're going to retire from the race. Maybe go back and look at that at the end of this event. As we now have a battle for the lead, and Sierra is right there with Goforth. Brett Sierra trying to break his duct in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series and go to victory lane for the first time in this series after a championship winning campaign in the Molson Modifieds last season. He's now out towards the front. Goforth's the one applying pressure. He has really dominated this race, that 18 car. Been mightily quick, the Silver Wolf Racing guys. Really got a good setup. The car is dialed into the racetrack. And once again is back to challenge Sierra, who holds his own on the outside. Great run from the Kellogg's machine. Beal in P3, having his best run of the season. A career best for Brandon Beal right now. But the 6 of Ryan Reed will definitely be out from a few moments ago. We'll have to see how that happened in a second. But Sierra is pulling away from the 18, and with just a couple of laps remaining, is Brett Sierra going to claim a first Dr. Pepper Dash Series win. Goforth was the one hunting him down. Brandon Beal in 3rd. 4th for Tristan Wilhoit. Alex Parker rounds out the top 5. Where is Joe Rutkowski? He's fallen right down the order. Has been cut kind of stuck on this high side. Parker will be absolutely loving this right now. 62 is going to be enjoying that daylight he's seeing inside the top 5. Could potentially see a point swing to him. He could be your new points leader. Meanwhile, at the front, Sierra's been moved up to the high side, and Go Forth has retaken the lead once again. And now Brandon Beal has followed them into second. So Beal then, obviously, having a great run here, but Sierra is the one who got tight. Well, something must have happened to the 2 car, because he's now gone and lost 2 positions. Dominant car of the day back out in front, but Brandon Beal here is really going for it in the 7. He's there on the inside of Go Forth. Tristan Wilhoit having a good battle for third with Sierra. But for Brandon Beal, to the lead at South Boston. What a performance this is from the 7 team. Finally, having a good run. They've made all 3 races this season, but they've been P16 in points. Brandon Beal now leads with 5 to go at South Boston. Can he round out the victory? Can Go Forth kind of close him down in that 18? Cody had a really nice run. Can look to get a good XL for 4, but Beal's holding his own. Sierra in back to 4th. For Brandon Beal, is this going to be a first NSDCA career victory? Will Hoyt to the inside as Go Forth slides at the racetrack and falls back into 3rd place. 3 to go for Brandon Beal. And for the Sladex Motorsports Group, this will be an unbelievable victory for them. Sure, the party for Matt Sladek and his crew tonight. Oh, and another car off the racetrack. That's the 32. And oh, what is he doing? Caution flag is out. That will be the end of the race. Oh, what is the 32 doing? Oh, the 32 is Ashton LaJoy. And what an anticlimax to this finish. Brandon Beal is going to seal her first career victory and go to victory lane for the Sladek Motorsports Group, and Evan Williams-Bourbon on board that car. The Dr. Pepper Dash Series rookie here is going to come and take the white flag. But what was the 32 of Ashton LaJoy doing? Must have spun out on the racetrack, was kind of acting as a blockage. Coming off at 4, he almost killed the 7 of Beal. The 29 of Will Hoyt almost got caught up in it as well. But the caution is out, and that makes this race official. Brandon Beal upsets the odds, and what a drive from him. From P17 on the grid, he worked his way up the order, and Brandon Beal is a winner in the NSDCA Dr. Pepper Dash Series. 2nd place in the end for Tristan Wilhoit and Ditech Motorsports. 3rd for Cody Goforth. 4th, Brett Sierra running out of top 5. Alex Parker, great day for him. He'll definitely be in contention for that points lead, but across the line they come. Brandon Beal wins in the NSDCA Dr. Pepper Dash Series. So 5th place in the end for the 62 of Alex Parker. A great day for Aidan Beck. 6th place for him. Danny Lloyd finishes in 7th again. 8th for Mason Ramsey. Anthony Lehman in 9th, and Ricky Freeman Jr. rounds out the top 10. Jarek Kowski in 13th in the end. Not really an ideal day for the 10 team. That's their first finish outside the top 10 this season. So Kowski will be disappointed with that. But Alex Parker will be laughing right now because he might have the points lead. Gunnar Matheson hit the wall early on. That killed his chances for the pole sitter. Finished 24th in the end. Ashton LaJoy and Ryan Reed both out of accidents. We're going to now go and take a look to see how these incidents have happened. But congrats to Brandon Beal on a breakout day for him in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. Here's your winner from South Boston. First incident starts here then on lap number 4. Goforth and Matheson racing aggressively for the lead, and the one car obviously just driven in too hard. Matheson's always chasing that car up the racetrack. Just keeps on finding that outside wall, and it hits once and hits twice, and that killed the one's chances ready to win. And he pulled it down pit lane after this lap and finished 5 laps down in the end. So poor day for Reed Racing and Twisted T Dodge. And basically here a carbon copy of the Matheson incident here with Ryan Reed instead for Harman Benning Peterson Motorsports. And the 6 car here, see through turn number 2, just gets tight again, really tight in that high groove, and hits the wall again, but this time the damage is much worse. He hits that kind of kink that's sticking out there, that bit of wall, and that absolutely destroys the front end, forces that 6 car down pit lane and to retire from the race. A tough break for that team and their crew. Same location as the other 2 incidents, but this time mechanical failure for Ashton LaJoy was not having a good day anyway. He was really struggling out on the racetrack. You see them running through turn number 2 here. He's out the back already, really not having a going day, and Summon just gives up on that 32 car. A reliability issue obviously for them. Completely breaks, and he just loses all drive really entirely. That's why he was stopped on the front stretch. He couldn't actually take that 32 car anyway. Could have taken it realistically down pit road then, but obviously couldn't get the 32 kind of steered down towards the pit lane, and that's what brought out the caution for that car being stopped out on the racetrack and gave Brandon Beal the victory. But look at how close these guys were, the leader. Look at Ciro, actually, gets a little knack off the 32 there. That's what brought out the final caution. That's what brought Brandon Beal a career victory and a career day for him. That rounds off then round number 4 of the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. I want to thank Brandon Morris and everyone over at the NSDCA for an absolutely fantastic opportunity. Great setup they've got going on there, and it was a real privilege to run this race for them today. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we can do this once again in the future. Next time the NSDCA will go racing sometime soon, I don't know, but thank you all so much for watching once again, and we'll see you guys next time for some more Dr. Pepper Dash Series action.